Hello and welcome to the talkSPORT Cup, where fans from across the country battle it out in a test of football trivia. We started with a pair of fans from each of the top 64 clubs in the country, but only 2 teams will make it all the way to the final for a chance to play for £1,000 and this trophy. There it is, straight out of Ray Parlour's boot. Someone clean it. I'm Charlie Baker, and over there is the talkSPORT Cup fact machine, Angelina Kelly.
Hey, Charlie.
Angelina, good to see you. Today's fixture is a first-round tie between Leyton Orient and Reading. So let's meet the teams. Representing Leyton Orient, we have Adam and Ian. Adam, Ian, good to see you.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. Adam, how long have you been an O's fan?
Too long.
Too long, yeah.
I'm 44, so 40 years, or I can remember anyway.
4 years old at Leyton Orient, unbelievable.
Fell asleep on the first game.
And representing Reading, we have Ethan and Arion.
Hello.
How are we doing, gents?
All good.
Good to see you. It's a purple and green away kit.
Representing the Purple Turtle.
Oh, is it the Purple
yeah.
Turtle? Which is a music venue, isn't
That's
it?
Yeah, it's a little bar in the town centre.
Yeah, and they have a music stage at the ground, is that right?
They do, yeah, recently opened, yeah.
All right, it's Reading versus Leyton Orient. It's going to be a lot of fun, but we're not here for fun. We're here for football. So let's get on with the quiz. The first round is the home advantage round. Each team will get 3 home questions about the club they support and 3 away questions, which could be about anything. It's 1 point for a correct answer. They are allowed to confer. But if they get the answer wrong, it goes over and can be stolen by the other team. Let's get on with the quiz. Here we go. Leyton Orient, your first home question. Who does Orient defender Omar Beckles represent internationally?
It's Granada.
It is Granada. There we are. Angelina?
Yep, made his debut for the Spice Boys in 2019.
There we are, the Spice Boys. Which one's he? Sporty. Reading, your first home question. Who were Reading's last opponents at Elm Park in May '98?
Any idea? Not a clue.
Any
Right,
ideas?
take a punt, I guess.
Yeah.
Birmingham.
It wasn't Birmingham. It goes over to you, Leyton Orient. I mean,
Would have been.
quite a tough question.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, you're guessing.
Saying a football team, isn't it?
I'm guessing they were probably in Division 3 then, or maybe League Championship.
I don't know.
So we'll go Millwall.
I'm going to say Millwall. It's not Millwall. It is Norwich. Angelina.
And Reading did lose that game 1-0.
Ah, there it is, Elm Park. Leyton Orient, your first away question. Which club's ground is New Meadow?
That's Shrewsbury.
It is Shrewsbury Town. There they are, playing at New Meadow. Reading, your first away question. What is Plymouth Argyle's ground called?
Ooh,
Any ideas?
very bad with ground names. I apologise.
No, don't apologise to me.
I apologise to the
yourselves.
viewers. Yeah.
Plymouth Argyle, any ideas?
Should know this, but I don't.
Have a guess. Do you want to have a guess? No?
I can't think of any.
Can't think of any stadium name at all. OK.
Right.
It goes over to Leyton Orient.
It's Home Park.
It is Home Park. There they are.
Yep.
Plymouth Argyle at Home Park. Leyton Orient, this is your second home question. Who did Orient beat 2-0 to record their first league win of last season? 23-24 season.
We think it was Cambridge.
It was Cambridge United. Angelina?
Do you know who scored the goals?
No
Are there any
extra
more
points.
points, Andrew?
No extra points.
I'm not revealing
Don't waste
that.
your brain power.
In which case
Ian.
we don't know.
It was Shackford and Theo Archibald.
There they are. Reading, your second home question. Who did Reading beat last season, the 23-24 season, by an aggregate scoreline of 8-2?
Is it Exeter?
It wasn't Exeter. It goes over to Leyton Orient.
So on the basis that they must have been pretty rubbish because they finished bottom, so we'll go Carlisle.
It was Carlisle. Pulled it out of the bag there. Fantastic. Well done. Angelina.
That was it was 3-1 away and it was 5-1 at home.
They did not have a good season, did they? There we are. Leyton Orient, your second away question. Who were the first Premier League club to be deducted points for failing to field a team in 1997?
So I think it's Middlesbrough.
It is Middlesbrough, Ian. Very, very good. Reading, your second away question. Who were the second ever Premier League club to be deducted points for becoming the first top flight club to go into administration?
Was it Chelsea?
You've gone for Chelsea. It's not Chelsea. We go over to you, Leyton Orient.
Can I say it's an either?
Just, you can say one
or the other.
I'm going to take
Okay.
your first answer, Ian.
Okay, I'm going to go Southampton.
Not Southampton. You went for the wrong one. It was Portsmouth.
Oh, look at that.
Portsmouth. Angelina.
They were docked 10 points, but would have been relegated anyway, even without the deduction.
Here we go. Leyton Orient, your third and final home question. In what season did the club reach the FA Cup semi-final?
1977-78.
It was 1977-78, Ian. Very good. Angelina.
The score, no extra points. Do you want to tell me anyway?
We lost 3-0 to Arsenal.
Oh.
Two of them were own goals, which were going about a mile wide.
Reading, your third home question. Which defender is Reading's leading Premier League appearance maker? Premier League appearance maker, the top one for Reading.
Possibly, yeah.
Is it Gilks?
It's not Gilks. We go over to Leyton Orient. Any idea on any Reading fans?
So Mikel Ledgerwood.
It's not Ledgerwood. It is Nicky Shorey. Leyton Orient, your final away question. Which national team's nickname is the Desert Foxes?
Iran.
Gone for Iran. It's not Iran. We go over to Reading. The Desert Foxes.
Is it Iraq?
It is not Iraq. It is Algeria. Angelina.
They most recently won the Africa Cup of Nations in 2019.
There we are. Reading, your final away question. Similar theme. Which national team's nickname is the Indomitable Lions?
Japan?
It's not Japan. It goes over to Leyton Orient.
Senegal.
It's not Senegal. It is Cameroon. It's the end of the first round. Angelina, what are the scores?
After that first round, it is 7-0 to Leyton Orient.
$7-0 to Leyton Orient at the moment, and round two is the Bravado round. Each question in this round is worth 3 points. I will ask the contestants a question, and they will bid for how many correct answers they think they can give me. Whoever believes they can give me the most will have 90 seconds to name them, but crucially, if they fail to reach their number or give an incorrect answer, the opposition can steal the points by simply naming one correct answer. It's very clear. We're going to go on with the Bravado round. Let's get on with the quiz. Your first question of the Bravado round. I want to know, how many World Cup winning managers since 1970 can you name? 14 managers have taken charge of the winning side in a World Cup final since 1970. How many of those managers can you name? You have 20 seconds to have a chat or write it down with your partner before we start the bidding. I'll read you the question again. How many World Cup winning managers since 1970 can you name? 14 managers have taken charge of the winning side in a World Cup final since 1970. How many of those managers can you name? Last name is sufficient. 10 seconds. Get writing a few names down so you can make your bid. 5 seconds.
Oh, okay.
Okay, your time is up. Time for the bidding. Leyton Orient, I'm coming to you first. How many can you name?
3.
Gonna go for 3?
We'll go for 3.
3. Reading, do you think you can name 4?
Yeah.
You can name 4, okay, name 4. Leyton Orient, do you think you can name 5? Or you can tell them to name them.
At the moment.
Name them?
Yeah, go on then.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Reading, I'd like you to name 4 managers who've taken charge of the winning side in the World Cup since 1970. You have 90 seconds to name them. Once you give me an answer, wait for me to repeat it and it will be locked in. 90 seconds, starting from now.
Deschamps.
Deschamps, 1.
Del something.
Was it Mentry? No, it wasn't
90 seconds.
He's the manager of Brazil now, but I can't remember his name.
Didier Deschamps, 1.
It's under the lights.
Yeah, it's tough.
Under the lights.
It's tough. Who are the other 3 you thought of?
Del Bosque.
Del Bosque, 2. Clock's still ticking.
I don't think it was you.
Currently got 2.
Potentially.
30 seconds left.
Del Piero.
No, he was playing by then.
You've got Deschamps and Del Bosque.
Oh, I won. Was Puskás one?
Puskás, 3. And that's your time up, I'm afraid. You've given me 4. But let's see how many of the 4 you got. 2.
2.
2 out of 4. So we go over to you, Leyton Orient, and if you can name one manager who managed the winning side in the World Cup since 1970, you take the points.
So we'll go for Cesar Menotti.
Cesar Menotti. Angelina, is that the correct answer?
It is the correct answer.
It is the correct answer. Very, very good, Leyton Orient. Who are the rest of the answers, Angelina?
So it was Puskás that wasn't on the list, but you could have had Mario Zagallo, Helmut Schön, Enzo Biazzo, Carlos Bilardo, Franz Beckenbauer, Carlos Alberto, Amy Jacquet, Phil Scolari, Marcello Lippi, Yogi Löw and Lionel Scaloni.
Let's move on. The second question in the Bravado round. How many English league clubs can you name that Neil Warnock has managed since 1987? There are 14 clubs who have had Neil Warnock as their manager at some point since 1987 while they were in the Football League. How many of these 14 clubs can you name? You now have 20 seconds to have a chat with your partner before we start the bidding. And I'll ask you the question again. How many English league clubs can you name that Neil Warnock has managed since 1987? There are 14 clubs who've had Neil Warnock as their manager at some point since 1987, while they were in the Football League. How many of those 14 clubs can you name? You've got 10 seconds. Busily writing down clubs. Saved a few of them. Took a few of them up. 5 seconds. OK, that's it. Your time's up. Reading, coming to you first. How many of Neil Warnock's football clubs do you think you can name?
3.
3.
4.
Leyton Orient, any higher than 3?
We could do 4.
You can do 4, yeah. Think you can do 5, Reading?
Yeah, 5.
5, you've got 5 in the locker. Ian, Adam?
Yeah, we'll go 6.
You think you can go 6? Back to you, Reading.
They can have 6.
OK, Leyton Orient. You have 90 seconds to name 6 Football League clubs that Neil Warnock has managed since 1987. Once you give me an answer, wait for me to repeat it, give the count, and it will be locked in. 90 seconds starting from now.
So we'll go Crystal Palace.
Crystal Palace, 1.
Leeds United.
Leeds United, 2.
Sheffield United.
Sheffield United, 3.
Cardiff City.
Cardiff City, 4.
Middlesbrough.
Middlesbrough, 5.
And Scarborough.
And Scarborough, 6. Angelina, how many did they get right?
6.
They got 6 out of 6. Very, very good. Angelina, they missed the most important one out. But can you read the rest of the list, please?
So obviously you're referring to Torquay, so that's one that you could have had. But also you could have gone with Bury, Huddersfield, Notts County, Oldham, Plymouth, QPR, and Rotherham.
Angelina, what are the scores?
The scores are 13-0 to Leyton Orient.
Round 3 is the Guess Who round. In this round, I will give the teams clues. These could be about a player, a manager, a club, or even a stadium. And as soon as they think they know who or what I'm talking about, they can buzz in and have a guess. But if they get it wrong, they will be locked out, and the other team can hear a full list of all the clues before giving an answer. There are 2 points per correct answer in this round. Let's get on with the Guess Who round. Okay, fingers on buzzers. To start with, I'm looking for a player. Born and raised in Brazil, he moved to Portugal to sign with Maritimo before moving to Porto in 2004. During his first Porto stint, he won 2 Primeira Liga titles. 3 years later, he moved to Real Madrid and went on to... Yes.
Is it Mariano?
It is not Mariano.
Go on then, you go.
Marcello?
It's not Marcello. It is Pepe. We move on. This player came through the ranks at Blackburn Rovers, eventually signing professionally for them in 1995. In 98, he signed for Southampton. Yes, Ian.
It's Alan Shearer.
It's not Alan Shearer. You get to hear the rest of the question, Reading. After a loan spell at Blackpool, he returned to Sheffield United in 2011. And in 2012, he signed for Accrington Stanley as a player coach. And he went on to be the club's manager, hanging up his boots in 2013. Reading.
Gonna take a punt, I guess. Kevin Doyle?
It's not Kevin Doyle, it is James Beattie. This player graduated from Dynamo Zagreb Youth Academy before making his professional debut for the senior team in 2003. In 2007, he made an £8 million move to Manchester City, and after a season, moved to Spurs to join good friend Luka Modric. Yes, Reading.
Oh.
Can't do that? OK,
No.
we'll move on. You're locked out of the round. He spent 4 seasons at White Hart Lane. After a short loan to Bayer Leverkusen, he joined Lokomotiv Moscow in 2012. He won the Russia Cup and Player of the Year in 2015. Retired at the club in 2021. As a Croatia international, he earned 103 caps for the country, making him one of the nation's most capped players. Leyton Orient, any ideas?
Luka?
It is. There he is. OK, now I want the name of a club. This Mexican side has won 5 league titles and 3 domestic cups. Their nickname is Rayados. They have competed in 5 FIFA Club World Cups. Sergio Ramos scored his first goal for this club in March 25. Yes, Reading.
Monterrey?
It is Monterrey. There they are. This club plays in the Eredivisie, having achieved promotion from the 2nd tier of Dutch football in the 2021 season. This is where Erik ten Hag started his managerial career. Their home kit is red and gold. Anybody? Yes, Leyton Orient.
Feyenoord?
It's not Feyenoord. Do you want to guess, Reading? Name a club?
Hercules?
It's not Hercules, it's the Go Ahead Eagles. There they are, red and gold kit. This Gloucestershire Stadium is known for being one of the world's greenest. The ground hosts the world's... Yes.
Forest Green Rovers?
It's not the name of the stadium, I'm afraid, so you're locked out. It is expected to be replaced by a new stadium development located near the M5 motorway. Any ideas of the name of the stadium?
Ecotricity Stadium?
It is not the Ecotricity
New
Stadium.
Lawn.
It is the New Lawn. That's about as many fans as they get as well. And here's another stadium. This was the first ground in England to have floodlights installed. This Hampshire ground was used by an English football club from 1898 to 2001, and it was demolished in 2001. Anybody? No? It is the Dell. Very, very shallow goal nets. Finally, who is this? After 3 years in charge of boyhood club Charlton Athletic between 2018 and 21, this former player left to become Birmingham City's... Yes, Adam.
Johnny Jackson?
It is not. This former player left to become Birmingham City's manager in March 21, but was sacked at the end of the following season. In September 23, he was appointed as the head coach of Montserrat.
Complete punt. Lee Bowyer.
It is Lee Bowyer. The punt was worth it.
As it stands, it is 15-4 to Leyton Orient.
There will be 90 seconds on the clock. I will ask you quick fire questions, and if you think you know the answer, just buzz in. 2 points for a correct answer, but if you get it wrong, you will lose a point. Are you ready? 90 seconds on the clock. Let's get on with the quiz. Which former England manager complained, "Do I not like that?" Yes, Ian.
Graham Taylor.
It is Graham Taylor. In 1920, which Midlands club became the first club to have won the FA Cup 6 times? Anybody? No, Aston Villa. What is the name of Everton's new ground, which will open next season? Anyone? Yes.
Bradley Moore Dockland.
It is Bramley Moore Dock. We'll take it. In which country do Bate Borisov play? Bate Borisov. Anyone? No, Belarus. Who is the only Italian manager in the Premier League in the 23-24 season? Italian manager. Anybody? Roberto. I'm afraid I started the answer.
Yeah,
Roberto
my
De
bad.
Zerbi. Which national team's nickname is the Super Eagles? Yes, Ian.
Nigeria.
It is Nigeria. In 2007, who became the oldest player to play on the winning side of a Champions League final? Oldest player in Champions League final? Paolo Maldini. Which country do Palmeiras come from? Yes,
Brazil.
it is Brazil. Who was the only other England player to score at the 1986 World Cup alongside Gary Lineker? Anybody? 1986? No, Peter Beardsley. Who was the first host country to win the Euros? Yes.
Uruguay.
It's not Uruguay. Not in Europe. Spain. Which club out of the so-called Big Six has won the League Cup the fewest times? Anyone? Arsenal. And that is time up for the final round. Fastest fingers. There are a few buzzers in, and a few wrong answers and a few right answers. But Angelina, what is the final score?
So Reading, you did manage to get a few points back there. You finished with 7, but the winners with 19 are Leyton Orient.
There it is, 19-7 to Leyton Orient. Very good. A good showing, guys. Well done, the O's. Go! Well, Reading, you don't go home empty-handed. You do, of course, go home with the talkSPORT football trivia game. There we are, one each.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations. Very, very good indeed.
Gonna need it.
Exactly. Well, yeah, maybe come back next year after you've read a few of those questions. But no, very good. 7 points, not bad at all. 19 points, Leyton Orient. Congratulations. We'll see you in the next round. That's it for another episode of the talkSPORT Cup. We will see Leyton Orient in the second round. We'll see you next time. Bye.